Well, it's Tuesday. So you had to be here for the 42 show, didn't ya? Because you got to know.
We did.
Yeah. But you got to know what's going on and the things you didn't need to know but are funny and all that kind of stuff. And that's what we're going to bring to you. Pre-show, I actually forgot I was supposed to come up with something clever to say there. I fucked it right up, so. What are you gonna do?
Time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, you know how you can use rings to date a tree? Well,
yeah. I mean, apparently, we talked about this old chap last year. We reported on him, old Bobby, who died. Who's the oldest known dog? I was going to say living dog, but he wouldn't be there by that point. But anyway, the alleged oldest dog in the world has been stripped of the Guinness World Record as an investigation into their paw colour gets underway. Purebred Bobby was honoured as the world's oldest dog after its death in October last year, but the record-breaking life may be contended. The dog's world record of 31 years and 165 days of life could allegedly have been a lie, with veterinarians now assessing the real age. So for now, it would appear Bobby's record has been suspended, with Guinness World Records confirming a pause was in place on 2 of its outstanding records brought on by Bobby's. Pause may lead to investigations into the source of the real age.
Yeah, there's this little byline here. Experts believe their paws could show an age discrepancy.
Yeah, I mean, a spokesperson said, while our review is ongoing, we have decided to temporarily pause both record titles for the oldest living dog and the oldest dog ever, just until all of our findings in place. Now, what they don't really do is go into details about what's so controversial about poor old Bobby's paws.
Yeah.
Poor little sod, look at him. Oh,
yeah,
poor little thing.
I struggle to understand this. Are they going to count the tree rings? That's hence the reference in the beginning. I don't get it. I didn't think you could do that with a dog's paw.
Well, the Guinness World Records stated we are reviewing how we verify animal age records at the moment. Bobby's death had been confirmed. Well, that's good, I suppose. He is here by a veterinarian close to time. So they have confirmed he's dead. It's not like he's lying and he's still alive. Or anything like that.
Yeah. He's not rocking around bragging at the pub or anything like that. No.
But it also comes under the category of, oh, for God's sake, who cares?
Yeah,
It's just going into a book that nobody buys anymore. Stop it. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, meanwhile, they'll put all kinds of record into the longest string of snot to ever dangle from somebody's nostril. I mean, come on,
Yes, I remember that one. Yes, what was his name? Bobby Lebrowski, I think it was. 1972.
Yeah. So I had the Guinness Book of World Records when I was a kid. I was, 8 years old or something. And you could fit them all in a book about this. And, a lot of it was kind of, interesting. But now it's gotten to the point where, how many pair of underwear can you put on in 10 seconds world record?
Yeah, we do seem to report on a lot of them on the show, but I think its general popularity is kind of like waned, because it used to be like a Christmas present. The kids would get off mom and dad or whatever, or Santa Claus and whatever. It's just like I don't think anybody does it anymore. I don't think anybody cares.
Yeah, it's not the stocking stuffer it once was. I mean, with all the new records that they do, all this ridiculousness, it must be like a set of encyclopedias now where you pay monthly for them or something,
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
So I guess in what we're going to start calling Election Watch, America's election, that is, with Trump being the forerunner for the nomination and everything. Well, in Iowa, in a gym, the Republicans faced a choice, and wow, did they go for Trump. So it starts.
What?
Yeah, it starts. Trump will, by the looks of it, if this keeps going on, end up being the Republican candidate for the presidency. One can only assume that's not going to go well for the party with all these states starting to take him off the ballot. I mean, Don't you have
know.
to be on the ballot to get elected? It's confusing to me.
I'm sure they'll fight it.
Right. So I got a couple of tie-in ones for this to make it election watch or Trump watch or whatever. Right. So if we flip over here up in Canada here, Canadians are looking pretty worried in a new poll that democracy itself won't survive if Trump does have a return to the White House. Let me just scroll through here and find you a couple little tidbits quick. Here it is. About 2/3 of Canadians surveyed said that American democracy won't survive another 4 years of Trump in the White House. And about half said the United States is on its way to becoming an authoritarian state. That's
good point.
That's not a good look for, a country in the world. I don't mean to be picking on the United States here, but maybe the hard right Republicans. Yeah. So there was 1,500 that responded. The U.S. democracy cannot survive another 4 years of Trump. 28% disagreed. Only 28%. I mean, a landslide victory in an election is in the 60s. So this is high numbers, right?
Yeah.
Right? So Trump has vowed, if elected, to punish his political enemies and so on, right? 3 times as many Canadians say a Biden victory would be better for Canada's economy than a Trump win. Only 18%, just those at the top, right? And 49% of the people said the United States is on its way to becoming an authoritative state. And 71% of Canadians that responded in this poll said the concept that the rule of law applies to equally everyone is now completely weakening in the United States. Right. So there's one third thing I wanted to go to here. Trump won a landslide in Iowa, but his supporters are crying foul and spreading conspiracy theories that it was rigged because he lost in one single county. This election is going to be completely foreshadowed over the true election stuff, false and all. It's just going to be a nightmare.
Oh, well, the thing is, even if he loses, he's going to say he won.
Yeah,
you know that's going to happen.
That's right. It's going to get completely out of control. But he won every county but one, and people started crying foul. Come on, seriously? I don't.
It's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, my personal opinion is the Democrats aren't really doing themselves a favor by going to be putting forward a little doddery, confused old man as their potential president, and it's like, God, you're not really giving America really good choices.
Well,
really not.
There's this really long history of older people running for the presidency, although you got JFK and a few. But, I think the younger generation, of which there's a lot voting these days, younger generations, I should say, are quite sick of old stuffy people that just seem to be out of touch completely in general. It's not really just a Biden thing.
Yeah. Oh, no, but that old. Biden old. There hasn't been many presidents that old. We've got to, admit that. But
yeah. True. Yeah. So
it's going to be interesting. The fireworks are going to be going off.
Yeah.
One way or the other.
Yeah. We'll be monitoring election stuff. We have to be. Danny Carver in the chat says, "I'm moving to Ukraine." Wow. Yeah, I hope some positivity comes from your being there. That's awesome. Cool. What you got up next is unbelievable. Like I know drugs can drive people to do things, but what the hell?
Yeah, this is quite astonishing, really. A drug addict has abseiled down a cliff to steal falcon eggs, which he can then sell to fund his heroin habit. Christopher Wheeldon was caught on footage from the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds with a covert camera reaching into removing eggs from a nest. Wow. Wheeldon has since been jailed for 18 weeks after his theft was caught on CCTV footage with a judge criticising the damage to the environment caused by the heist. Judge Stephen Flint said, "It seems even the birds are not beyond your thieving grasp. You may see them simply as eggs for profit, but this causes damage to the environment and is an deplorable thing to do. In your state, hanging off anything, whether it's a quarry wall or a tree, is not the best thing to do."
Yeah, you're stoned out of your mind on heroin, and your first idea is to, lower yourself on ropes down the side of a cliff to try to get some bird eggs. That's the most ridiculous freaking thing.
The thing is, you got to somehow kind of applaud his efforts, because most heroin addicts will just like steal from grandma, hold up a liquor store or something like that.
Right.
No, this guy goes well out of the way. The thing is, okay, he pleaded guilty of charges of disturbing the nesting site of the protected bird, taking the eggs, and he was also charged for 5 counts of shoplifting. Where he was probably abseiling into JD Sports to steal trainers.
Yeah, no, he was stealing golf balls to replace the eggs with, right?
Was he doing like Mission Impossible things, like abseiling in to steal a diamond?
Yeah, it's like Indiana Jones and the head statue thing. You got to swap it quick, right?
Throw me the whip.
Yeah.
Throw me the idol.
Yeah. Good luck, senor. But yeah, that's crazy. So
amazing.
Yeah, I mean, let this be a lesson to you. Drug addiction can drive you to do some crazy things.
Yes. Next he'll become an astronaut or something.
Yeah. Steam powered rocket. Who knows? So we've been talking about Apple and their Apple Watch being banned for sale in the United States coming up because of this whole patent infringement thing. So turns out there's something funny about that. Walmart and places like that don't have to stop selling the watch. Only Apple themselves have to stop selling the watch. Isn't that weird? Yeah. So we file a patent case saying you've ripped off our technology, and the court says, okay, well, you can't sell it direct, but all the stores can. Who cares? So I find that very strange. But what the where is it here? I clicked the wrong link. Hold on. Where is it here?
Just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah. I screwed myself up. Hold on. Sorry, everybody. Where is it? I think I accidentally closed the link. But so what they're going to do is they're going to try to rush out a software fix to turn that feature off. But the device still has the hardware that infringed on the patent in it. So I can't see how that's going to be accepted as a legal, you fulfilled it's illegal to sell item now. I can't see how that's going to work. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But in the second part of this, and I do have this link, there's another thing with Apple we've been talking about, which is the EU going at them for the App Store being locked down and not open and competitive enough. So what Apple's going to do is they're going to launch a separate app store in the EU that will allow side loading of apps. So you can just go anywhere you want and grab the app and install it. But only people in the EU will get this feature, because the Americans and the Canadians and the Brits and everybody else hasn't bothered to take Apple to task for this. We will all still be locked into the App Store. Yeah. Now, I think maintaining a twin code base will probably prove detrimental cost-wise, and it'll end up unifying that sideloading is just now an Apple thing. But we'll have to see how it plays out, because you never know. Maybe the cost isn't that much, and they'll literally hang on to this as long as they can. Not really sure yet, but Apple news. There we go.
Everybody join the EU.
Yeah, where it's legal to walk into a grocery store naked. What the hell is
Well,
this?
Yeah, on to druggie number 2.
Oh yeah, from heroin to crystal methamphetamine. Here we go.
Yeah, wild footage taken from a cop's body cam has captured the moment a bloke was shot by officers after he flung poo at them and attempted to attack them with a machete. Russell.
Oh,
Hang on, let me get this. Russell. I should have practiced this name. Gebretzidik. Russell Gebretzidik, 37, was seen almost completely naked around West Pratt Street in southwest Baltimore, United States, of course, before he was confronted by police. Reports say he flung poo at cops after they pursued him as he entered a corner shop wearing only a pair of socks.
oh yeah, he is. That's really weird.
Oh, at least he's got something on. 3 pairs of socks. He had walked inside the convenience store and into a back area with stairs leading up. James Stokes and his partner, Officer Mato, just one word, Mato, followed him inside. However, Mato was hit by flying objects in the back rooms. But the officer also claims Gebretzidik was throwing feces at them too. Once they were inside, Stokes led officers up flights of stairs to the 3rd floor, clearing rooms as they went. Gebretzidik, who was now fully clothed, suddenly appeared at the top of a flight of stairs. Now he decides to put clothes on.
Did he get the clothes from the store, or like? Because I don't see like he's not carrying a bag. I don't. It's so confusing.
It's weird. The suspect allegedly swung at Stokes with a combat knife in one hand and a machete in the other before throwing the knives at Stokes. He fired 5 rounds of his pistol. Gebretzidik fell to the floor after being shot in his left leg and was finally able to be handcuffed by police.
What is this all about? People making fun of his last name? Gebretzidik, you know?
It was in Baltimore, so it was probably meth. Yeah. What a crazy dude.
This has got to be crystal methamphetamine. There's just, come on. How does this happen in life, you know?
Maybe he was high on eagle eggs.
Yeah. I mean, how freaking high do you have to be to think that the cure for what ails you in life is to get naked, go into a store, and start throwing your own poo around? What the hell?
Well,
or was it his own poo?
Well, it was somebody else. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You like you have to put some planning into that. You have to make sure you haven't had a shit all day, so you're ready to just not
go to Taco Bell so you can predict when it's coming. Oh my God. You know, I just don't think life is that hard. It shouldn't be this difficult on people.
It seems to be.
Yeah. So, another one we've been tracking is YouTube versus the ad blockers. This is,
Round 1. Fight!
And they are fighting now. So, AdBlock has brought out a recent update. It's the big player in ad blocker software on Chrome. So AdBlock brought out an update to try to get around the YouTube block thing and whatnot. And what's happening is very interesting. So if you know, when you're watching a YouTube video, you have the gray bar that fills in, which is how much of the video you have buffered in case your internet drops out. And then you have the red bar that's always shorter than the gray bar that shows where you are in the actual video as you watch it. Well, what's happening is if you have AdBlock installed, or AdBlock Plus, their paid version, you'll notice that the gray buffer fills in for maybe 15 to 20 seconds, 30 seconds or so. And then it starts to stall. And the red bar where you're watching catches up to it, and you'll get a buffer. And then it starts to go again, and it'll happen again. This is completely and totally proven to be factually YouTube doing it on purpose. They're detecting that you have an ad blocker and they're screwing with your ability to use the site because of it. So let's put this into perspective. You've got a service that doesn't work very well, and they expect you to pay so that it does work well. Because that's basically what's going on. If you don't want ads, pay for YouTube Premium. We're not tolerating this ad blocker stuff anymore. So does a faulty service entice you to pay for it? Or does it, make you click off and do something else? Like when you go to a news site and you have an ad blocker and the video starts spinning and spinning and spinning and nothing happens, do you sit there and wait, or do you go to another source for that news? Right? So it seems to me that YouTube is not thinking this through, and there's literally somebody in charge of this part of the YouTube world that just has such a hate boner for ad blockers that they're now willing to publicly go to war about it. I don't know. How do you all feel about this? I think it's ridiculous.
Well, they don't mind you using ad blockers as long as it's theirs. So that's a monopoly, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of the, I don't think legally there's anything going on that you could point your finger at to them about, but it's never going to win people over to put a financial commitment to the platform, right? Talking about finances, I wonder how the ad blocking people get their finances. It's not through advertising, is it? Imagine that. You have an ad blocker that pops up an ad. Hey, look, I just blocked an ad for you. Oh, big boy. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dear.
Probably not far off, to be honest. Yeah. So let's see. I mean, do I go for the auto intro for this one and go here, or we got a real cheesy story?
Oh, damn! That was my intro. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Well, there's no other way to go, really, is there?
Yeah.
And I tell you what. This article, the report had loads of cheese puns in it, so watch out. I've still got some of them left into the article. But cheese fans. There's a theme park dedicated entirely to the food. The Ismail Cheese Park in South Korea may not have huge roller coasters and shows, but there's still tons to do. South
Korea, the obvious home for cheese in the world. What?
You missed the best gag. There's still tons to do. Right. There's including mini cheese themed rides, whatever that is. You sit on little lumps of cheese and get dragged around, as well as cheese and pizza making classes.
I've seen better looking rides at the McDonald's playground. What is this?
Everything's going to be in buildings designed to look like blocks of cheese. The southwestern region of South Korea, it's a great hit with the locals. Kids can have a Gouda time too.
I can see them all having so much fun. I mean,
whether they're running amok in the various cheese-themed playgrounds or meeting adorable animals like goats, who are key to the cheese-making production. while the goat. Oh, you missed it.
Yeah.
While the attraction is aimed at families, the park does recommend that kids at least over 2 years old to enjoy the activity. That's every theme park. If your child's under 2 years old, they're not really going to get it. They're just going to be gurgling in a pushchair.
Exactly. Yeah.
What do they care about cheese?
Yeah.
Mind you, up to like 13. It was kids are going to care about. Anyway.
Look, it's a ghost town.
But the attraction also plays host to a brilliant Ismail Cheese Festival each year, where guests can eat different cheeses, learn about the food, with over 84 different activities. Doesn't list them, unfortunately. It's probably 83 of them are eating cheese, and one of them is looking at cheese.
Yeah, trying to push it out your balloon knot.
They can buy local cheeses because Korea is well known for its cheese, I guess, and generally pay tribute to the beloved food. And of course, you can stock up on a whole host of discounted cheese to take home.
God, it looks
in the cheese shop.
It looks like some abandoned theme park built in the 60s. You gotta be kidding me.
I would love to go there with Michael Palin on the Monty Python team. Yeah. Have you got a roller coaster? It's broken, sir. What about have you got any boats? No, sorry, sir, we're out of boats.
Exactly.
There are rides in this theme park, are there, sir? Oh yeah. There are rides. Yeah.
Oh, such a
God.
what does he say? Such a senseless waste of human life.
That's what it says on the poster.
Yet in another story we've been tracking for a bit, but HP, which I think now universally stands for horrible printers, is being sued again for blocking third-party inks from printers and being accused of monopolistic practices and whatnot. And as a public service announcement for us right now, if you've got an HP product, do yourself a favor. As soon as the credits roll, when this show is done, pick it up, unplug it, and throw it away, and get yourself a good one. Just be done with them.
I've got an old one, so it's not it's not in this format yet, and no software update on it. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Godless Scummer came in with a member message. Member for 43 months. Earthquake at Cheese Park means a lot of debris.
Oh.
That was funny. But and the thing to remember is HP's got this thing where you can pay them monthly whether you need the ink or not, and they'll just make sure when you do need ink to mail it out to you, but you pay monthly regardless. So that's a thing. And this is a thing that was said by their dude in charge here, right? And he's loving this new pay me monthly, whether you need my ink or not. We absolutely see when you move a customer from that pure transactional model, whether it's instant ink plus adding on that paper, we sort of see a 20% uplift in the value of that customer because you're locking that person. You're committed to a long-term relationship.
Isn't that what a heroin dealer does, though?
Exactly. It's the same exact kind of thing. So HP are awful. They're terrible. They're horrible. Run from them like you would run from an alien invasion. Like, not the cute little guys, but the big mean ones with the guns and, Yeah, terrible company. I can't say bad enough of them. Get rid of them. I think that's a good public service warning done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, so, well, actually, I'll just bring it up.
Yes. The Kentucky Tourist Board is hoping extraterrestrial visitors can be drawn to the horse-mad hub of Lexington, the 30th largest city in the US. To encourage some long-distance visitors, they have beamed a welcome signal at the TRAPPIST-1 system, a mere 40 light-years away from Earth, and a home to a number of planets many think could harbour alien life. The message is the first interstellar holiday advert sent from Earth, at least, was created by Visit Lex. I wonder if they got ad blockers in TRAPPIST-1. It contains a coded message not only showing the usual elements of essential information for intelligent beings, prime numbers, the elements of life, etc., but also the chemical elements needed to make the state's famous bourbon, an iconic Kentucky landscape, and of course horses.
When you were doing prime numbers, I was going to jump in with, and of course, the ingredients of a good martini, but
see, the message was sent out using a modified infrared laser, but only after getting permission from the Federal Aviation Administration. The signal will arrive at TRAPPIST-1 in 2063. So book early to make sure you don't miss out.
TRAPPIST-1 is a planetary system that was discovered by the TRAPPIST telescope that was named after, I think it's a handmade beer in Sweden. And the guy who designed the telescope thought it was a great name. So basically you have a planetary system out in the galaxy named after a Swedish beer. It's pretty cool. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but the thing
just
is,
watched that last night.
They'll get the signal and they'll go, oh wait, it's something like TRAPPIST. That's not what we're called. Can't be for us.
Exactly.
Return to sender.
Yeah. Exactly. Sorry, you got the wrong number. Oh, that's funny. This one here, I'm not really going to report on it much because that's kind of not what the article's about. But this is Gizmodo, or I think Gizmodo. These are the best, cutest, and most obscene robots of CES 24. So I'm just going to show you the little thingies that come along with them.
Let's get to the obscene ones, please.
Yeah, this guy came out last year, but now it's a little bit more ready to go. See how it balances on the ball thing.
What's it do?
I don't know. Probably says hello and reaches for your scrotum in a very welcoming sort of way. I don't know. So here, and then we got this one. Okay, saw that. Here we go. This is Samsung's.
The thing.
Yeah, it just seems like something you would kick across the room when it does something wrong. Like, you useless thing, you know? What is that going to do? I'm not going to read it. I don't care.
I saw some video of this. Now, this has a similar problem to most of these robots that are manufactured. They're always filmed on hard floor surfaces.
Yeah.
How many homes do you know are just like hard floor surfaces throughout? Because as soon as they hit a carpet, they can't do anything.
Yeah, exactly, right? And this one here just seems to be trying to figure out where his balloon knot is and how far it can go up it. There's no way I would lay on my back and let this robotic thing just,
look at karate chop him.
Yeah, it's like it's trying to pick which vertebrae it's going to snap. Holy, Karen L there in the chat, member message for 7 months too. Thank you guys. I needed a good laugh. Always enjoy the show, D&D. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let's scroll by that one because it's creepy. And look at this one. Watch the mouth. It's like they're trying to make a human act like a goldfish. Look, she looks like a fish in a tank that's trying to eat something. Creepy. And then there's this one that's obviously going to tell you that you don't have clearance and to leave right now. Look at it. That's not a helper bot. Look at the size of the arm on that thing. It's left arm. That thing looks like it's made to crush skulls.
Yeah, it's got a Gatling gun on it.
Yeah. And this little bot here that runs around with the doors that open and close, all I can think of is beer delivery, right? So I want one right now, as long as that's a fridge. Or a pizza oven.
You had that in Flight of the Navigator. You little kid crawls inside it and escapes. And, escapes NASA,
Yeah.
We had that in the 80s. What are you talking about?
Yeah. And then there's this one that just looks like a remote control shovel. I don't. Look, I mean, it looks like the kind of thing you buy your son to play with or something, or daughter. I don't know.
Go clear the snow from the path. Don't want to.
Yeah. And this is something that you buy just to practice boxing with. Look at how creepy this thing is.
That is insanely creepy.
Yeah, that's human. I have no problem interacting that without getting sick to my stomach.
Now, if you've ever seen the sci-fi series Lex, you'll be going to have flashbacks.
Yeah, it was a bobcat, crazy cat. You're right. And then there's this. Is this going to dance? Why do they dance?
Because they have to.
Oh, I didn't mean to play some useless TikTok thing. And then there's little miniature battle bots for some reason. Thought you were supposed to make those yourself, not buy them.
Yeah, that's more like it. That's
right?
for fun.
Okay, and that one's done. Okay, so there's some little robot-y things from CES in case you didn't get to see them. You did now. On to time travel. Because that's what one says.
Yeah, that's a great segue. Art fans have been left confused after Nike shoes were spotted in a National Gallery painting dating back 400 years. There is a picture of a close-up. The portrait of a boy has left them convinced that time travel actually exists. Chaos was unleashed when a mum and a daughter duo spotted what appears to be a Nike shoes in an image painted by Dutch master Ferdinand Bold in the 17th century. It shows an 8-year-old boy standing in the foreground holding a goblet where he rests it on the table, adorned with red cloth, and the boy can be seen sporting a black jacket and cape, a white t-shirt and rough sleeves, auburn socks, and black boots with a Nike logo.
But don't those shoes traditionally actually dip there and go back up? And isn't that just a bow tied on top? Like, isn't that what we're looking at?
I can tell you exactly what you're looking at. You're looking at a buckle. It's a buckle underneath a tied bow.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah,
it's exactly what it is. It seems nobody in this article could figure that one out, and they can only assume that time travel exists.
Yeah.
Because Nike make those, don't they?
Yeah.
They're perfect running shoes.
Yeah. And Marty McFly wasn't available for comment.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. That's funny. I mean, Nike shoes they've never looked like that. Look at that flat front toe on it.
Yeah, I know. Great for football, maybe.
Yeah. Wow. So that's, the folly of humans. May they believe what they want.
Idiots.
Yeah. We did have one we were going to bring up here. It's this little thing here. It is an AI assistant device that just, you put in your pocket, and it has a little camera, and it just kind of, uses Chat GPT or whatever to help you along in life. It looks like it's right from the Texas Instruments Speak and Spell line of things. They sold 10,000 in one day at CES, and people are lining up for more. I don't know, man. That's a couple $100 of completely wasted money, as far as I can tell. Just put the app on your phone. What the hell?
What exactly does it do?
It's Chat GPT in a thing. I don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
So you can walk around with it in your pocket, like a phone.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm talking about. We've got the
except phones look like they fit in your pocket. That doesn't look like it will fit in your pocket.
Yeah. M Dow in the chat says, "Hey Dunk, can you please ask your wife where the yellow necklace went? As I can't see it on Etsy now." So somebody wants to get something. Yeah.
Oh dear, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll ask her.
Yeah, it's in the green room for after, so you can remember what was asked and whatnot. But,
all right.
Yeah, thanks in the credits, because we've got that fixed. So we'll see you all soon, fellow babies. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.
And we got a big thanks to our team. CF Beauty runs it in the background. She's in the live chat there, so say thanks, everybody. We got BME, Shayna Caldwell, and the crowd on the team as well. And we also got Lauren working with us on the Shills now on the Discord. There's going to be some contest stuff. We got some emojis, be a movie night stuff and whatnot. Stay tuned for news.
Okie dokie. Thanks everybody, all the supporters, the super chatters and donators and all that sort of stuff, because it's lovely to be able to, keep the lights on around here. And, if you want to, you become a member, if you've not already been gifted a member by all those people out there that are very, very gifty, or you can join us on Discord. MDow, send an email to the Shills. You can find the link somewhere, and that'll get forwarded on to me, and we'll sort this necklace thing out. Sorry to gabble on there, but you've got a better do. But anyway, till next time, everybody, stay shilly.
Take it easy, everybody. Night.